Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 3 to the power of x equals 5 to the power of 2x. And what we're first going to do is we're going to simplify this right-hand side of it. We have 5 to the power of 2x. And if you guys already didn't know, an important property of exponents is that if we have a to the power of b times c, this can be written as a to the power of b to the power of c, and also vice versa. It could also be written as a to the power of c to the power of b. So what we're going to write this as is, well, let's first write our 3 to the power of x, and this equals 5 to the power of 2 to the power of x. Now, 5 to the power of 2, as we all know, is 25, right? So this is 3 to the power of x equals 25 to the power of x. Now what we're going to do is we're going to divide by 25 to the power of x on both sides. So we're going to divide this by 25 to the power of x. And remember, what we do on one side, we do on the other side. So we're going to divide this side by 25 to the power of x. So now we have 3 to the power of x over 25 to the power of x equals 25 over x over 25 to the power of x. And remember, anything divided by itself equals 1. So these two cancel out, and this just equals 3 to the power of x over 25 to the power of x equals 1. Now, whenever we have something like this, and we have our numerator going to the power of an exponent and our denominator going to the power of the same exponent, we can rewrite this as 3 over 25 to the power of x equals 1. Because the x, it just multiplies with all our numbers here. So this is equal to this. And now what we want to do is we want to make our bases the same. So another way to write 1 is 3 over 25 to the power of 0. And that way, both our bases would be the same. So this is equal to 3 over 25 to the power of x equals 3 over 25 to the power of 0. Because remember, this is equal to 1, and now we changed both of the terms so that they have the same bases. And now, because both of these terms have the same bases, we know that their exponents are equal to each other, because if they weren't, then this would be false. So now we could just ignore these two bases and set these exponents equal to each other. So x is equal to 0. And this is actually our answer, because we can't simplify this anymore. This is our answer. X is equal to 0. Now, why don't we plug this in and check? We have 3 to the power of 0 equals 5 to the power of 2 times 0. 3 to the power of 0 is 1, and this equals 5 to the power of 2 times 0 is 1. 2 times 0 is 0, and 5 to the power of 0 is 1. So this is 1 equals 1. So this is right, meaning our answer is x equals 0. Welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 9 to the power of x equals 18. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to take the log of both sides. So now we have log 9 to the power of x equals log 18. So if we have something in the form log a to the power of x, this is known as a power property, and what it means is that we could actually move this exponent in front of the log, meaning this would also equal x log a. So I'm actually going to change log 9 to the power of x into x log 9. And this is equal to log 18. Now, if I divide both sides by log 9, these two cancel out, and I would get x is equal to log 18 over log 9 is the same thing as log 9 times 2 over log 9. And now if I distribute the log to both of these terms in the parentheses, we get x is equal to log 9 times log 2. And we are still dividing this by log 9. And sorry, this is actually a plus. So now, this is equal to log 9 over log 9 plus log 2 over log 9. Now these two cancel out, so we get x is equal to 1 plus log 2 over log, and I'm actually going to replace the 9 with 3 squared. Now remember, we're going to use the same property that we used over here, and I'm going to move the 2 to the front. So I'm actually going to move it right over here. So if you plug in log 2 into the calculator, log 2 is actually equal to approximately 0.301. And log 3 is equal to 0.4771. So now if I plug in these numbers, we would get 1 plus log 2 is 0.301 over 2 times log 3. Well, that would be 0.9542. Now, if you divide these two, you'd get x is equal to 1 plus 0.3154, and 1 plus this would be 1.3154. So this is our answer.